In page 4 of your remarks, your written remarks, as well as a little bit in your testimony, we've heard a bit about your view of talent. That's not just about capital flows. In fact, talent can be more important than capital. Specifically in page 4, you talk about high-skill immigration. And I agree with your assessment. Talent is evenly distributed in this world and across the globe. And as we think about the imperative for ensuring access to talent in our country, I mean, you mentioned certainly the Heartland Visa, which is promising, but wouldn't it be true also that generally lifting the lid on immigration, particularly high-skill immigration, would be a great boon for the entire country? For example, if at the University of Arkansas, they could staple a green card to every diploma of a graduate in science or tech, wouldn't that do great wonders for Arkansas?
Yes, no, I've been vocal about this for 2 decades, testified in the Senate around immigration reform over a decade ago. I believe this part of the secret sauce that's powered the American economy is being a magnet for talent, people coming here from all around the world, which doesn't mean we, of course, don't want to develop our own talent and improve our education system and teach more skills around creativity, communications, collaborations are things that are critical for entrepreneurial success. We need to continue to remain that magnet that attracts people, because about 40% of our successful companies that end up going public were started by immigrants or children of immigrants. So I do worry. I understand it's tied up in a much more complicated and very sensitive, highly politically charged discussion around immigration, but I think we do run the risk of losing our edge, now that we've seen the globalization of innovation, a globalization of entrepreneurship, a globalization of the capital markets. And so I think it is very important that the Congress continue to focus on this issue and figure out how to strike the right balance so we can continue to attract people when they graduate from our universities, try to, as you say, staple a green card, make sure that we're keeping as many people here as possible, attracting as many people to come here as possible, because the data is pretty compelling that these aren't job takers, but job makers. And having more entrepreneurs, building more companies that are creating more jobs and driving more economic growth and doing it in more parts of the country, I think is essential as we think about this next chapter for America.
Thank you, Mr. Case. I appreciate that. As you know, I come from a region of the country where more than 40% of our adults were born in a foreign country. I think that has something to do with the secret of our success. And more than half of our venture-funded startups are, in fact, have a foreign-born founder. I'd like to see that happen elsewhere in the country as well.